Hi everybody. Today's video is going to be on how to enroll people into IC Rewards program at your front desk. Okay, this is a little tip that I want to share with you on how it's done. I've shared this with hotels who've gone throughout from 30 a month to over 100 enrollments a month or more, and so I hope this works for you. And it's involving a story. So if you haven't noticed that when you talk to me that I like to tell stories, it's mainly because I believe the best way we learn is from taking the known over here, something we know in our head, to the unknown. So I'm always looking for examples that I could share with you in my everyday life, and when I'm working, when I'm shopping or doing traveling. Unfortunately, I'm still working because in my mind I'm thinking of how can I share something that's a good example, and maybe even think how not to do things in a bad example. So, story time was at Ace Hardware, and I think I had to buy a Switch for my son. He that first time was he has a bunk bed, and when he turns his lights off, he's in his bed, so he has to get out of the bed, turn the lights off. Right? He wanted to turn the lights off from the bed, so I was going to buy him a remote control switch. So I was thinking if I went to Home Depot, I would probably still be there looking for it. So instead, Ace Hardware is where you go. You find a little demand and it takes you right to the aisle. You buy it and you go to checkout. And when I went to checkout with my switch, the nice lady behind the counter said, "Would you like to sign up for Ace Rewards program?" And the benefits are you get 1,000 points for signing up and 10 points for every dollar that you spend. As soon as you hit 25 points, you get an extra $5 reward to spend at Ace Rewards at Ace Hardware. Well, it sounds very familiar. And I said, no, I'm not interested. Now, why did I say I'm not interested? And this is the truth. I just said, no, I was not so much in a hurry, but I wanted to get home and try out this little switch. I was excited about it. It says the time to fill out an application was time away from me getting back home and working on my project. I didn't want to get ads and coupons in the email or in the mail, and I really don't shop at Ace that much. Sound familiar? Do you get those kinds of reasons when you ask people, would you like to sign up for IHG rewards? Well, I did exactly the same thing, and I was that bad person who said, no, sayonara, I'm out of here. I don't really need your program. But 2 weeks later, I was back. It's something else I wanted to get. Maybe a can of spray paint. I wanted a special spray paint, and they had it. Or it was glue or sticky tape. I don't know, whatever you need when you go to Ace Hardware. So, but this time, the lady behind the counter, instead of saying, would you like to sign up? She said, is it okay if I sign you up for Ace Rewards? She said, is it okay if I sign you up for Ace Rewards? What would you say if she said that? I said, sure. Go ahead. Do what you have to do. What do I have to do? And she said, all you need to do is give me your email. So now, instead of me having to do something, she was doing me a favor. She was making it easier for me. She said, is it okay if I sign you up? And honestly, there was no difference between what she would have done the first time to the second time. There were two different people, by the way. The first lady said, would you like to sign up? I said no, and she didn't push it. The second lady said, is it okay if I sign you up? And because of the way she said it, and this clicked in my head, that's what I have to tell all of you guys. It's how you say it. So it's how you ask. Would you like to do something while you're checking in? Can I ask you to do something extra? Would you go over there and get some paper off of the printer for me? Because I know you're checking in, but would you mind filling this out? I mean, the guests are going to say no to everything you ask them to do, other than here's your key, initial, get your credit card, and go to your room. So here it is, little practice, little action. For the next week, all I want you to do is change how you say it. Is it okay if I sign you up? Instead of, would you like to sign up? Sounds really simple, but really, it makes a huge difference in the guest perspective of what they'd have to do. Is it okay if I sign you up? I just need your email. Just put it down there in the form. Okay, so the last thing I have is for you loyalty champions. If you're out there, I just want to say a lot of you are at the club level. You haven't gone up to gold or platinum. They have a couple of platinum, maybe one gold. The rest of you are at club. So maybe if you're new, you've been there for a while, there are some things that you have to do. I will include this in the email. Complete a quarterly action plan, complete champion profile. So complete that quarterly action plan, just do that, put this in there. Just say this next quarter, we're gonna do this. Maybe they're gonna do some additional training. Meet all the requirements and go to the champion workshop within the past 5 years. Wow, that's so simple to be gold. Then it's simple to get to the next level too. So just keep working on it. Get to the next level, you get more points and accolades, and it's really nice. So, and you learn. That's the big key, is you learn a little bit more, and it helps you out. So, if you want to subscribe, you can. I might do this earlier in the week, and they might come out. If you just want to wait till I send it out on Friday, that's okay too.